Why are women everywhere choosing Sona Bell? Because they don't want to go to the gym. What the heck? That's a look, huh? Alright, not as good a look as this. Pow! Oh, I had the brakes on just right. Look at that. Isn't that freaking sexy? They gave it to me in a little sexy setup right there. That's like Victoria's Secrets for coffee. It's freaking hot. Let me say hello to a few people. Let me let some people jump on too. What do we got? 24 people? 30 people? 35 people? All right, now everyone's hopping on. Maria kicking off the super chat, the pre-game super chat. Thank you for that 5 banana runners. Bro, thank you for all that you do, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Isn't that cool? You know how to get it as symmetric as possible. It was a little difficult with that tray there, but yeah. Look at this hotness here. All right, let's ritualize a little coffee building. I said I could put those in my pocket, take them home. All right, let's check for cleanliness. Yes, yes. Oh, look, we get a reflection that way too. Whoa. All right, let's see. What are we gonna do? And they steamed my milk. It's like, look at that, little frothy activities going on there. No oat milk. She had me confused. She was like, I thought you did the oat milk. They're closed now. She said it was absolutely freaking dead. But it's dead. I mean, I parked like in a spot I've never parked before over here because it's just that dead. Like right by, I mean, it's close. Close. I'm not gonna tell you what floor. Alright, let's see, what are we gonna do here? We'll start out with these here. Alright, let's get busy. Let's ritualize. After the AMA, it's Ask Me Anything Day. I'll take you outside for a second and show you what's going on. They're starting to build the curbs, you know, for, we're not going to see those, but the curbs for the track, and they also put the safety barriers up on both sides of the track. So the track is like, I mean, the strip's almost becoming unrecognizable. It's kind of trippy. And I heard today that it might rain, which I don't know if they're going to cancel the race. I mean, I've never seen it rain during an F1 race in all my years checking it out. I think we're going to go for 5. Let's do 5. Look at those nice chunks right there. Look at that. Isn't that freaking beautiful? But I don't know if it's going to, you know, if it rains, what they're going to do. I know I'm going to have to bring a freaking umbrella just in case. I don't know. I got like a giant 5-foot golf umbrella that I'll use. But that will blow chunks, like big chunks. Alright, I think we're ready for the steam milk activities here. Alright, should we do foam? Yeah, let's get the milk first. Let's get the whole experience. I can't draw a cat or a dog or anything in there, so don't get excited. Alright, let's do that. Oh, yeah. That's freaking hot. Alright, let me see if I can do some artistry. Am I a barista? Let me, was that a palm tree? Nah. I have no barista skills. I'm an end user. Alright, cool. Let's turn this. I guess they would race anyway. They just gotta take it down to like no speed whatsoever. The tires get hot. There's no treads on F1 tires and NASCAR either. So they don't displace water, but they get hot and sticky from the friction of driving. But with the water, it'll cool them down. So, you know, maybe they'll catch air and whatever. All right, enough of this. Bonk. See, they were just closing as I got here. Yeah, they'll be doing 55. That's funny. Yeah, they'll be doing the speed limit. Alright, let's make sure we're level, because I don't want to be unlevel, but not that it matters. Let me see. Alright, that's super wide. We don't have super wide activities. Oh, that's why I was having a problem. I wasn't on the super wide. Alright. That's why I couldn't get it situated. Wait, hold on. There we go. Everyone say bye to Daniel. Bye, Daniel. All right, whoa. Why do I always scare myself when I do that? I wore it the first day since the heat that I've been wearing the GTA Russian gangster jacket. It just makes me feel good. All right, let me get some room here. I don't want to be too far up in your grill. All right, oh, that's good. No, that's too far. And I got my turquoise mule gear on today. My heart's feeling good. It's feeling strong. It's freaking loud in here. I mean, the music's loud. All right, let's test the coffee. I bet your heads are about to explode because you were like, aren't AMAs on Friday? They are. They've been on Friday for the past 10 episodes. This, unbelievably, is episode 11, which is kind of cool. All right, I'm going to fire up the chat. Let me fire up all messages. We got a viewer count of 107 to kick things off. Absolutely. So I think I threw a lot of you guys off thinking it was Friday. However, for tomorrow, I got something special planned. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but we got something cool, something special planned for tomorrow. And the only way you're going to find out is if you like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified what tomorrow's going to be. We're going to change it up a little bit. I was going to push it to Saturday, the AMA, but I'm like, nah, let's do it today because Saturday Night Live, we got a lot to look at out there. They just like bumped it into high gear. But like, share, subscribe, do all the hitting of the bells and all that other stuff, and you'll find out what we're going to do tomorrow, which should be about, I don't know, 5:30-ish, whatever, we'll see. But I ain't telling you yet. You're just gonna have to stick around and find out. And I appreciate all the new subscribers. I think we're one away from hitting 22,800. So let's just keep that momentum going. And let me suck on this coffee a bit. And I appreciate any super chats and clicking on links and doing all that kind of stuff down there. It helps me out a lot. Because YouTube, sometimes I'm in the doghouse with them, so it's kind of up to you to make sure my channel keeps it going. Right? It's cool. Want to see it up close? I'll show it to you. It's one of the rare chains I can pull off without busting up my neck. Isn't that freaking awesome? Look at that. I'll show you the back. You know, I could use somebody. That's just cool, right? You know, I could use somebody. Who sings that song? Someone like you. Well, anyway, it is AM. You feel the power right through the screen? Feel my heart beating? And I haven't even downed any of this unbelievable Americano quite yet. I'm psyched. I was going to do it in the studio, and then I'm like, let's do it on the... you guys tend to like doing it out here. Plus, I wanted to give a little peek outside. So, it's AMA Day. Usually on Friday. It is what it is. Stay tuned next Friday. I'll be back on schedule. And I am developing a schedule for the week from now on. And I will post that in the Bror Nation Facebook group, Bror Nation website, and all that other type of stuff, so that you know what to expect each week. Now I'm going to mix it up because, my life is kind of fluid like that. Kings of Leon. Bingo. Thank you, Jordan. That's a good album. That Kings of Leon with the red flowers. It's the only one I have. But anyway, so it's AMA. You get to ask me questions. Ask me anything. You can ask me anything you want, except I draw the line at Social Security number, date of birth, driver's license number, home address. I think that's about it. Other than those 4 things, I'm open to answering just about anything. If I feel it'll reveal a little too much personal information or put anyone around me in jeopardy, I'll dance around. I'll still answer it, but I'll dance around it a little bit. Super chatted questions will 100% be answered. Non-super chatted questions, I'll get, because I can just click on the super chat. If you're paying to ask a question, I'm going to answer it 100%. Other questions, I'll just get to them as they go, because they kind of fly by. So, and sometimes I pick and choose what to make good content and all that type of stuff. You could ask me anything. You could ask me about myself, my life. You could ask questions about yourself, because you know I'm like your life coach and everything. So I'm a part-time philosopher. You could ask me about Vegas. Every question except what's the best 5 places to eat shrimp in Las Vegas. I'll never answer that. And yes, let's get started. Well, let's get started with this coffee first. I don't have any napkins. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me some napkins. I actually had to go inside that little booth, you know. I hope I don't get arrested for that or something. Alright. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves. Let me drink some coffee. We got time, but after this, I am gonna go get measured for new suits, because I'm excited. I need some new suits since I lost all the weight. So I'm excited. I haven't bought a new suit in like maybe 5 years, believe it or not. And the ones that I have, I mean, they're still in style for the most part, but they're kind of falling off me. And I can't buy off the rack because I got odd proportions. I got like wider shoulders. I got like a 30 to 31 inch waist. You know, my thighs used to be big, but that's not an issue anymore. And I got like a thick, you know, you can tell I got a thick neck, so it's kind of problematic. I can't buy off the shelf. So these people are just gonna do measurements. I might buy something, I might not, but at least I get to take the measurements with me. Jim Wolf says, did I ever own a caddy? Abso-freaking-lutely I have. I'll even show it to you. This, want to see back in the day Cadillac activities? I will show you. Hold everything. Dun, 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 dun. If I know I have to have it here somewhere. Hold everything. Come on. I'll find it. All right, I'm gonna pause a second while we find this. Let me see. I gotta do some searching now. Let's see. Documents. Things, scenery, what are things? Cars. Oh, car. Oh. All right, you want to see my caddy? Want to see me and my caddy? That was pretty cool, right? I was like all bossed up, black on black on black on black, with the black caddy, with the black tint. Yeah, I was boss. And that in the background is some little pickup truck I bought for some unknown reason. But that's the garage of my house that I had in New York. All right, let's get back on the questions. That was a Fleetwood Brougham. How you doing? A Brougham. All right, let's see. How much weight did I lose? I lost I lost a lot of weight. I was 208 before I had before I busted up my shoulder and my arm, and now I am like 179. I vary between like 178 and 182, 83, so plus or minus 180. So a lot of weight, between 25 and 30 pounds, and I'm not happy about it. I am not happy about it. Black on black on black on black. Sherry says, what is the average age group of my viewers? Am I able to see ages? Absolutely I am. I have nobody, like zero, not even point something something zero. I have 0 subscribers between, I'll tell you right now. Let's go check it out. I can pull that stat up right now as we speak. Dun, 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 dun. Audience. It even tells me what time, like look, it even tells me what time you prefer to watch videos. I mean, there's some deep dive stat activities are going on here. All right, here, last 28 days, I'm gonna bump it to the lifetime of the channel. No, let's do 28, yeah, let's do 28 days. Wait, hold everything. Alright, there you go. It's backwards, unfortunately. Alright, I'll read it to you. 13 to 17, 0. 18 to 24, 3.2%. So I don't resonate with the youngins. No, that's all right though. I don't want to resonate with youngins. 25 to 34 is 11% of my audience. So that's what? 2,500 people. 35 to 44 is 18.5%. 45 to 54 is 22.5%. 55 to 64 is 23%. And 65 plus is 21%. Totaling 100%. So my audience, on a bell curve, it goes like this. So that's my actual audience. And I'll be quite honest, which I always am. Advertisers love my audience. They truly love my audience because, we're in the, how would they say, discretionary income category. If my audience was like all 18 to 24-year-olds per se, like a lot of channels are, they'd be trying to sell them games and crap like that. So, and those people don't pay. They're trying to sell you like, GMC Sierras, fancy vacations, because they figure you got money in that age group. All right, let's see. Venus says, how many Christmas trees do I have, and how many rooms do you decorate with trees? I have 7 trees in total. Because my goal, like I collect them only when they're on sale. And one day I want to have a big room, or if I actually move somewhere where there's basements, which I haven't been in, like quite a few decades. Once I left New York, basements were out. I want to build a forest of trees. And I want to put that new Starlight projector, which I'm going to show you during a live, which I'm freaking in love with now. Put that up on the ceiling, and I want to camp out indoors. Wet leaf smell, and I want to be camping indoors. How many do I have now? I currently have 2 up. The office will make 3. I have 1 in my bedroom, 1 in my living room, and there'll be 1 in the office. The 1 in the living room is an 8-foot by maybe about 5 or 6 feet wide. That gets all decorated. And then I have a narrower 1 in the bedroom, which is about 7 feet by only 3 feet. It's more conical. And the bathroom is decorated. Well, as far as the bathroom could go, I changed all the soap dispensers and the soap dishes and all that type of stuff. And I put up the 1 bathroom has, a shower curtain, so that's a Christmas shower curtain. I don't put Santa stuff in there or whatever, but it's elegant. I got the bowl with the, like a fish bowl with balls in it. No, I do up the house pretty nice. I don't do the outside anymore. It's just whatever. It just gets destroyed out here in the Vegas weather. So I concentrate on the inside, like on the stair rail. I got freaking, the wreath material and all that. So yeah, I'm doing it up pretty good. Crypto says, you're 37 and you got a lot of I think we all get a lot of. That freaking Ryan guy is getting annoying. He's almost as annoying as a guy, what's his face, with the freaking spiky hair or whatever. It's just everywhere. Everywhere I turn around, it's like he's trying to sell me some Mint Mobile. Yo, but he's helping to pay the bills. Alright, we got 21%ers, 23%ers. See, that's why I love my audience. Advertisers love them and I love them too. I think I used to have a younger audience, the demographic was around closer to 35, which, is absolutely cool. But then when I make references to stuff like, original Star Trek and having gone to see Ozzy Osbourne when I was a kid, people are starting to figure out, well, this guy ain't 35, but, I'm okay with it, Every day I wake up wondering what the hell I'm gonna do when I grow up. So I'm good. Alright, keep them questions flowing while I drink my coffee. My favorite Christmas song. Thank you for that 5 Bananaramas and sweet. My favorite Christmas song. Ooh, do I actually have a favorite Christmas song? I mean, I wouldn't say I have a favorite Christmas song because I just love them all per se. But I do have my most sentimental, which is Johnny Mathis, you know, and Bing Crosby, White Christmas, because those are my grandfather's favorites. He was a Christmasophile too. So they remind me of him. Like, he really, I think he taught me to love Christmas because he loved it so much, you know, and they bring back exceedingly fond memories. Anytime Johnny Mathis or Bing Crosby, especially White Christmas, pops on, I'm all about it. But my favorite album, believe it or not, is all the songs from the Rankin Bass, you know, claymation animation series, you know, I'm Mr. Heat Miser, he's Mr. Snow, you know, that thing. I have the original soundtrack from Santa Claus is Coming to Town with Fred Astaire, like the whole story of Santa Claus, and you know, it's just phenomenal. And my favorite song from that is Put One Foot in Front of the Other, because it's got like a moral to the story, you know. That was boss growing up hearing that, you know. I was like, alright, soon I'll be walking through the door, cool. And Elvis, yeah, Elvis Blue Christmas. It'll be a blue Christmas without you. Oh, that's a little sad. That's a little sad. I want to cry now. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. Does it have a happy ending? I forget. Does that song have a happy ending? I hope so. Johnny Mathis is just boss. Andy Williams, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Nat King, yeah, I mean, how do you pick a favorite when you got Nat King Cole, Andy Williams, Johnny Mathis, you know? It's just two boys. Bing Crosby. Yeah. Why does everyone rag on All You Want for Christmas Is You? Is that, I mean, okay, they jam it down your freaking throat for Christmas. So, I guess that's the problem. I mean, I met Mariah twice, and she's like a little, like, talk to the handish, you know, but, you know, I can't blame her in the grand scheme of things, but you know, I'll listen to it, whatever, but it's not my favorite. You know what's a cool song? That old one, I don't know whether it's the B-52s or the Bangles, where the chick's like, she meets a guy during Christmas shopping, but she's too busy, but then on New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, she's all alone, and she runs out to the store to get some cranberries, and he's there at the store too, and they hook up. What was the name of that? That's a cool song too. That is a cool song too. Ever been to Punta Cana? No, I have not. You know what? I'm going to have to Google that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Ryan. I will check that out. Merry Christmas, Darling by Karen Carpenter. Let's see. Yeah, Frank Sinatra. I mean, they all do awesome. So I'm going to keep asking questions. I want them to stack up so I can go through them a bit. But I got a story to tell real quick. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Yeah. Was it last night? I walked over to the Vidara, from Bellagio to Vidara. We took the tunnel thing. We went into Cosmo. We checked out the ski lodge, the speakeasy over there. When I got to the Vidara, I told the story. I said, oh yeah, you know, I get so paranoid that they're gonna keep just fucking with my car over at Vidara. that when I left, I heard like this slight clicking sound when I was driving away out of the valet at Vidara, because you all know I'm like 99.9999999% sure that that's where my $550 Maui gyms was stolen, at the valet. So I'm like, as I drove off, the low tire pressure light came on. I hear like this little clicking, and then the little clicking went away. So I got out my compressor. I got one in the vehicle. So I fired up the compressor and pumped it back up. Lo and behold, come out this morning, twist it up, and it says low tire pressure again. And I'm just like, shit, there's a nail in the tire. That's the only way that happens, right? So I take it, I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but here in Vegas, there are 24-hour tire places all over the, like certain areas, not in like, Anthem. But they're all over. They're mostly run, Mexican. They hustle, you need something done, they do it. So I pull up, okay. So I find this frickin' screw, and it's at a nice jaunty angle, like the tire's like this. I'm gonna bend my finger. The tire's like this, and I can see it like that. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So I go to one of these spots, and I'm like, I got a frickin', and these tires are brand new. I just bought them a few months ago. It cost me like $1,200 for these frickin' tires. So I think I have, coverage and whatever, but, I need it done now. I don't want to get stuck somewhere, right? All right, dig that. Bonk. Look at that. Those tires are brand frickin' new. And there you go with a frickin' drywall screw. So I'm like, these MFers. And I pulled away. So the guy, he's like, I'm going to plug it and I'm going to patch it, I was like, cool. How much? $20. $20. Cool. I tossed him another 10, so it cost me $30, Grateful, whatever. I digress. When he took the tire off, it was at an angle that was impossible. And it was a 3-inch screw. A 3-inch drywall screw. For those guys, you guys know, it was like this big. It wasn't a joke. It's like impossible for me to have just picked that up on the road. It didn't happen before. It only happened as I was driving away. I heard the click, 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 click of something near the tire, and then immediately that frickin' low tire pressure warning came up. And I'm like, these MFers, I don't know whether they're hearing me talk about the issues over there. And the other thing I thought, in my center console, I have a parking pass for Trump International, because we do, we stay over there and whatnot on occasion. I happen to love the place. Politics aside, it's a freaking wonderful place. But I have a double VIP pass. So I put that on, they're just like, they take care of me fabulously over there. Maybe someone saw that and they don't like it. But the only way that happened is, and it was in the front. So here's the game plan. No, it was in the back. So that someone pulled the car in. I know these things. Someone pulled the car straight into the spot. And then they took a nail of that drywall screw, and this is my theory, and wedged it against the tire so that on an angle, so that the moment that car backed up, it just ate that freaking 3-inch drywall screw. I didn't pick that up on the road. That would be next to impossible. Might as well get struck by lightning while you're driving. I mean, it can't stand up. The car, in the process of running it over, can't pull it out of being flat and insert it in that direction, because the tire's like freaking this thick. I'm gonna have a word with them boys, with them people. I'm gonna go raise a little hell about it. I mean, can I prove it? Probably not. you know. But what I'm gonna do from now on, yeah, asking Vegas if something's on camera, they will always say the cameras won't work. The only way that you can get something on camera is if it benefits them. If you get robbed in a casino, trust me, those cameras are not working because they don't want to go to court, they don't want to get involved. Oh, that camera that could have caught the person who snatched your bag just happened to be out that day. That's how Vegas operates. The cameras only work for them. They're not working for you. So to ask them to do that, you know, because there's liability there, you know? They don't want to get sued. So, yeah, I'm pretty convinced that, you know, that was shenanigans. So I'm going to go have a conversation with them. And I'm going to rig up the vehicle. I got spare GoPros. And I'm going to put a big frickin' sign in the center that I'm going to put, you are being monitored. You and my vehicle are being monitored. You know, I'm going to do that. Because that's like the third negative experience I've had over there. And I haven't given them any shit. I've been polite. I've been gracious. Every time I'm in there, I give them like a $20 freaking tip. Sometimes 10, sometimes 20. You know, tip the bellman. We do a lot of business out of the Vidara, you know, company-wise. But there's someone in there who's got a freaking bone to pick, and I'm gonna catch him. But anyway, I digress. So basically, like, my confidence in that tire shot, you know, the guy's like, oh, this is gonna last forever, you know, this plug and the patch. And it's like, your tires are new, it'll last as long as the tires do. And I don't really feel confident. What if I gotta drive to California? I'm gonna have to buy a new tire, so it's gonna cost me another $300. And then I have like a slightly mismatched tire, so I'm a little upset, if I'm 100% honest. Alright, let's get back in there. Let me see if I missed any super chat questions. No, I did not. Let's get back to all. So, be ye careful. I mean, I guess I did piss them off, or they're listening now, you know, laughing, or it was the Trump frickin' VIP pass that I rock with. I mean, it's kind of tucked away, too. I was pissed. And when they took the tire off, that's the other thing. You can see a handprint. Like, so obviously it was like an overweight person or a bigger person. On the top, like, all right, I did frickin' forensics. I moved the tire, and they were like, oh, you're crazy. I'm like, oh, I'm taking this for insurance, you know? So I moved the tire into the position where the screw was inserted. So I moved it there. And then I looked at the tire, and at the very top of the tire was a palm print. Right on the edge, there was a palm print. Because, you know, tires in the desert, they get that, like, brown and yellow, like, funky haze that you gotta wash off every once in a while, like the beginning of dry rot from the sun. Even though they're not that old, there was a palm print. So they put their hand on the top of the tire as they figured out how they were gonna put the frickin' 3-inch drywall screw. Effers. Anyway, I digress. Where's the questions? Hit me with questions. Dun 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 dun. I don't see any questions. Oh, is that Mariah Carey? Yeah, hit that thumbs up too. Alright, come on. Yeah, well, there's gonna be a sting operation taking place. The only thing I gotta do is I just gotta wire the cameras. That way they never die, because sometimes I'm in there for 6 or 8 hours at a time. I'll wire them permanently in. I'll put one pointing out the back. I'm gonna point one inside and one in the front. I think I have 3. I got 2 old GoPro 5s, which are still awesome, and I think I have a spare GoPro 7. What kind of jacket am I wearing? You want to order it? I don't know. I think I got this from Route 21, if I'm completely honest. Why do I keep saying that? It's like my new catchphrase. I gotta stop saying that shit. It is carbon black. I don't know I know I got it at Route 21, but it's carbon black. They make all sorts of I think I'm wearing carbon black jeans too, if I'm not mistaken. But it's cool. I got one in white, which is boss, but you know, I gotta be really careful because it's white. And I got this one, and I got one in gray. So carbon black. Let's see, am I a fan of the Rat Pack? Huge. I love me some Rat Pack. I honestly do. One of my favorites. I still listen to like what I would call the classics. Some people would say like Mozart, Beethoven. I'm like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. You know, those are the classics to me. So I love those guys. For the joy of Vegas, how are you? Mariah Carey is being copyright claimed. Some musician named Vince ripped the song from. Yeah, they all should. I think Mariah's got too much power. You know, she will never. You know, she'll. This is getting loud. This is gonna be spanked. I feel it coming. Yeah, last night's got spanked. In case you didn't realize that, I forgot what they got me on. It was like 55 minutes in, but the stream was only an hour and 15 minutes long. So I'm trying to think where that 20-minute mark was. I didn't even look. But yeah, they won't, you know, Mariah Carey won't pay a dime. You know, because a lot of people are going to do that. Because she's Mariah Carey and all she wants for Christmas is you. And me. If Mariah Carey wanted you, would you give yourself up to Mariah Carey? I don't think I would. Nah. I'd be just like, could hang out in the guest room, but I'm good. Let's see, what else? Alright, I gotta get this coffee going. All I want for Christmas. You can't make out though. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Sometimes if I'm not yapping, I got one claim here once, but I don't even know what that song was last night. They said it was a cover song, maybe from outside somewhere, who knows? Gary with the 10 Bananagramas, thank you very much. A few bucks for the parking activities, and I appreciate you too. I truly do. I thank you for your generosity and your friendship, my friend. If you would date any country singer, who would it be? No, I never photographed Mariah. Let's see. Oh, save that one. BSKY. I will answer that. If I could date any country singer, I don't really know any country singers. Like, okay, I'm gonna put you to work. Drop a few in the comments or in the chat, and I'll Google them because I don't really know any. I mean, I know like Shania Twain, which doesn't do anything for me. I think it's more her personality. Like I think she's, to me, I could be wrong, but she's got like a heavy like anti-man kind of vibe going on. Reba, no, I'll pass on Reba. So yeah, just right up the bat, like I have no interest in her whatsoever. Dolly Parton, maybe like 30 years ago, perhaps, I don't know. Miranda, okay. Alright, we're gonna check. You guys are gonna figure out my taste pretty quick. Let's see. Miranda Lambert. No, I'd pass on her. I mean, I don't think most guys would say that, but yeah, I'd pass. She'd be in the guest room too. I mean, she's not ugly. She's definitely not ugly, but she's definitely not my type. So yeah. Would I kick her out of bed if I came home and found her there? I'd be like, go make me a sandwich. And there's the guest room. I mean, she's alright. You know, if that was me, what does that do? Just doesn't just doesn't do it for me. Alright, who else? I want to check out chicks now. KFC. Stephanie. Sean. Alright, she is too young. Is she too young? Carrie Underwood. Alright. Yeah, Dolly Parton. Because, I mean, like I said once, I mean, I've been waiting my entire adult life to see her in Playboy. Not for any pervy reason, but they've, you know, the girls have been in our face for like 4 decades, and we're never gonna get to see them. I think that's so unfair. It's like, you know, even comets come around every 800 years or something like that, you know? And we're never gonna get to see, you know, Dolly Parton's twins. I've been waiting my entire adult life to see that happen. And you have too, don't lie. I know you have, even the women. Let's see. Mira Savino. Let's see. Mira Savino. Yeah. True. Because she's got that, like, kind of exotic thing going on there. Yeah. All right, I'm with you on that one, Steve. Thank you very much. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, she's got a little something going on there. Okay, she can stay. She gets a pass. She still has to make me a sandwich, but she gets a pass. Let's see what else. All right, this will be a fun. This turned into a fun episode. Yeah, but right? Are you not waiting for? I mean, what is she gonna do? Like a Playboy centerfold when she's like 90? She's like, all right, bitches, you've been waiting all this time. Here you go. I mean, I'm waiting. Maybe I should call her up and be like, you want to do a photo shoot? You know, I won't tell anyone. Am I planning to do a hotel review soon? Possibly. I gotta see. We might have something coming up soon that might have to do with the V and the P. Stay tuned for that. I mean, it's not really my gig. I mean, everyone else has sort of cornered the market on it. I did Vidara. I did Trump International, which is still getting like 100 views a day, which is not a day, a month. Which is like, they're not really popular in my venue, because everyone's doing that and whatever. Pat Benatar, she had her day. Kelly Clarkson, I will have to look into. I'm going to spend Lainey Wilson, from what I saw in that video from, what's that dude, Tom Hardy or whatever his name is? I think that was her, right, in the beginning, and she was a little too pear-shaped for my taste. A little too bigger on the bottom. I like bigger on the top, smaller on the bottom. That's just my thing. I could be wrong though. If I could pick an era to live in, when would it be? Like I always say, I would either want to go back in time and be a cowboy and just roam, get me a nice good horse, my 6-gun, my leather, you know, my 45 long Colt Henry rifle, and just cruise. Just go wherever I wanted, do whatever I wanted, visit town whenever I wanted, you know, just do the stuff. Is this getting really loud in here? It's getting crazy. Or I'd want to go like way into the future, like the year 2300. And hopefully by then humanity has figured its shit out, you know, and stopped like, you know, acting a fool. So it'd be like one or the other. This era we're in right now, I could take it or leave it. Yeah, Playboy Mansion review. Yeah. Paul Savino seems like a good guy. And be like, hey, Paul, you know, can I meet your daughter? I don't know. Carrie Underwood. Yeah, I know Carrie. Nah, okay. I don't know who Kelly Clarkson is. Let's see who Kelly Clarkson. I don't know anyone. I just know me. All right, let's check out Kelly Clarkson. Or no. No, that's a pass. No offense to Kelly Clarkson and her fans, no. I mean, predominantly, I'll be honest, I'm really not into blondes. No offense to blondes out there, but it just hasn't really, I mean, you know, I'm not saying that I haven't been attracted to them and there aren't some beautiful blondes out there, but I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of beautiful blondes in the audience right now, but predominantly, you know, I like a little dark, you know. Would I date Patsy Cline? Patsy Cline? She's probably old enough to be my grandmother. All right, let's check out Patsy Cline when she was young. No, that's a pass. Nah. I'm sure she's someone's type, but not mine. All right, I'm gonna find the sexiest picture I can find of her. No. Sorry, Patsy. No D for you. Yeah, dig her up. Okay. All right, keep this turn. This I could do this all day. Keep them coming. Ashley McBride. Ashley McBride. No, I'd have to pass on Ashley McBride. Not digging all the tattoos. She's definitely not digging those tattoos. Wow, that's like graffiti. Sorry, Ashley. And she's, how would I say? She's a little, larger than I'd prefer. It's honest, right? All right, keep coming. we gotta find one. There's gotta be one country singer chick out there. Okay, Sarah Evans. Here we go. All right, you stepping up your game. Sarah Evans. No, I'd have to pass on old Sarah there. I mean, that picture's nice. I mean, she must have been like way younger in that picture. I would like that picture of whoever that is. Sarah Evans is definitely nicer than, I guess that's a newer picture. They look like 20 years different. No, I'd have to, she could make me a sandwich, but she's staying in the guest room, sorry. But then again, is that her too? Who is that other one? All right, hold on. I'm totally confused here. What is she? Was there like 20 women named Sarah Evans? Because each one of those looks different. Like I'd be okay with that version of Sarah Evans. Or that version. Or that version. I mean, she's like a solid size 2 in that, so yeah. Yeah, if I went back in time, but I'm not digging the modern one too much. All right, keep going. Keep going. This is fun. It's different because I'm not rating, people on the street. I'm just rating these people. It's a common name. All right, who's another one? Okay. Yeah, those are all, okay, so, like we went back in time, yeah, okay. All right, Martina McBride. I've heard the name. I have no clue who that is. Martina McBride. I'm tough. I'm tough. Let's see. Yeah, no. I mean, that all dolled up and everything, but possibly, but I mean, she's got nice eyes, if those are really her eyes, but no. Alright, that's her in real life, I suppose. Let's check out her feet. She's got kind of big feet. No. I mean, she could hang out, you know? But not so much. Alright, keep going. Alexandra Daddario. Alexandra Daddario. Alexandra Daddario. She sounds hot already. Is American actress? Oh, we're not on the actresses. Let's see. I mean, back in the day, perhaps? Let's check her out. I mean, people probably think I'm nuts. But, I mean, she ain't ugly. I mean, she's not an ugly woman. But she's not my type. You guys are on a mission to figure out what my type is. Hey, Bror Fredrik, Chloe Grace Moritz. Let me get a mic check. So let's turn into a, let's figure out Bror Fredrik's type. Alright, cool. I'll do this until, I got another hour we can do this, so keep them coming. Let's see, Chloe Grace Moritz. Alright, let's see what she is. Chloe Grace Moritz. No. Again, not ugly. Just not my type. Yeah, she's not ugly. By any means. Just not my type. Alright, keep guessing. Cyndi Lauper, no, we'll pass on to Cyndi Lauper. Mama Cass Elliott, no, I don't think so. Reba McEntire, no. Her personality turns me off. You know, she's got that whole thing going on that like, I don't care what she looks like. It's just like Bror Fredrik repellent. What the hell was that? Bridget Everett. Keep them coming. Bridget Everett. Oh. No, it's that. Yeah, you found my type. No, not quite. No, keep it in the context of what the original question was. I'm not even going to show it if it's not a. No, we're only doing country music stars or whatever. Let's see. Jana Kramer. She related to Kramer from what's his face? Jana Kramer. Let's see what you got going on. Jana Kramer. Let's see some other pictures, because this could be deceiving. Alright, I would, remember I said guys classify women like straight out the gate? I would put her in the category of, like, I'd go out with her for a weekend. I'd have fun with her for a weekend, and then after that, I'd be like, I'd change my number, because she'd be like all crazy, calling me every freaking half hour, you know? I'd change my number after that. Number one reason being is that, like, I could not be with a woman who's just that, like, you know, likes to show off all the goods. But, like I said, I'd you know, we'd have a weekend, you know, yeah, no. Yeah, and, you know, we'd hang out at, like, you know, the Encore for a weekend, and then I'd be like, I'd change my number. Because she'd be out of her mind. She'd be like, I can't get enough of Bror Fredrik. Yeah, okay. Mini Pearl. That's funny. J-Lo, no. No J-Lo for me. Again, I like the opposite direction. If you know what I'm saying. For the most part. It's not a deal breaker, but I don't like that. Okay, put it this way. I don't like when the hourglass, where all the sand is drained to the bottom. It's just not for me. Does that make sense? Monica Lewinsky. Oh my God. Yikes. Connie. Okay, Connie Britton. Let's check her out. Connie Britton. They're all gonna call me after this. Why don't you love me, Bror Fredrik? I thought you loved me, Bror Fredrik. You know what I'd have her for? You know what I'd have her for? My secretary. She'd make the perfect, like, that's the look of a secretary that I would like. You know, where, like, she's attractive, but I wouldn't be tempted to, like, you know, stay late at the office kind of thing, you know, where, like, she's, like, you know, like most men would be like, you know, you have attractive EA, but not so attractive that everyone would be distracted when they came to do business with me, or I'd be distracted when I'm trying to do business, you know, and all this other type of stuff. She's just pretty enough, but not like distracting. So I would hire her. Who was she anyway? I gotta ask her for a resume. She is Connie Britton. All right, I gotta get a resume for her, see if she wants to be my EA. Yeah, I would hire her. I would put her. I'd give her a job as my EA. Not as in, but yeah, definitely EA. She's EA quality for me. Laura, if she's too young, if she's under 18, I ain't even looking. Warn me. Let's see. Cher, no. I mean, her personality I find so repulsive that I wouldn't even give her the time of day. We're not doing acting. Let's see if we can say, okay. Leanne Wanick. Leanne Wanick. Leanne Wanick. Woman. No. Like, based on that, that's an insta no. No, that's totally not my type. Totally not. She looks like a deer in headlights there. Not my type. Alright. I guess, like, what is it? Like a country thing? It's like mostly like blonde women and whatnot. Miranda Lambert. Yeah, I'm kind of tough, you know? I'm I am. I just am. I'm kind of... Alright. Damn, I almost said it. I'm not going to say it. Should I say it? No, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to bite my tongue on this one. Maybe tomorrow night I'll say it. But I'm not going to say it now. You can notice... Yeah, I mean, I feel like the hair supplement stuff that company sent, I'm only like 2 weeks in, and I feel like my beard's thicker, and I do feel my hair a little thicker too. It doesn't make it grow, but it's supposed to make it thicker. I would like to say it, but I don't know. Okay, alright. I mean, it's not like anything vulgar. But I walked through this whole casino. I got here early. No, okay, never mind. No, I'm not gonna say it. Susie Bogus. Who the hell's that? I think you guys are messing with me now. Susie Bogus. She's so bogus. Bogus. No. No, not really my type. I mean, I'll let her perform for me, musically. She could, like, you know, she could bang out some tunes or whatnot, you know? Make me a sandwich, bang out some tunes. Let's see. Irene Mandrell. Who's that? Irene Mandrell. Irene Mandrell. Shut up. It's describing all these women. I want to think about it myself. All right. I mean, I know this is an old picture, but I kind of like that look. She's got that, how would I say? Yeah, okay. Like in the blonde category, yeah. All right. Because she's got that Marky Post thing going on, and I had a crush on Marky Post when I was like 5. You know, what was that show? Night Court or whatever. I'd be like, Marky Post. You know? And she was like, yeah. All right, so she's kind of got that that old Marky Post thing going on. So, all right. And she doesn't seem to dress too promiscuously, which is like which is like an instant no-go for me. All right, who else are we looking at? Have I met the perfect woman? Yeah, I don't want to get... Yeah, I know, this might get me kicked in the nads. There's no such thing as the perfect woman. There's no such thing as a perfect man. I am certainly not perfect, but I do have, you know, certain criteria. I mean, and remember what I said, you know, taking it back to a couple of studios ago. I would take, given a choice between face, a beautiful face, and a not so beautiful body, and a beautiful body and a not so beautiful face, I'm going body 100% of the time. Like, just given a choice. I mean, both is good, but given a choice, I'm definitely about, you know, the beautiful body over the beautiful face, if I had to choose. So, you know, unfortunately, women these days really don't take care of their bodies. They're taking care more of their face, and mostly because of the industrial grade spackle and all the rest of that stuff. So, you know, once that's gone, kind of the face is gone too. So the body doesn't go away when you wash the makeup off. So yeah, the guy behind me is being weird. I have to stomp someone. Oh, thank you for the heads up. Let's see. What do I look for personality-wise? That's fairly easy too. I look for feminine, cooperative, agreeable, modest, kind, you know, submissive for the most part, at least to me. Not to the rest of the world. The rest of the world, you can kick them in the nads, just not me. Yeah, that's the type of woman I'm into. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah, personality. Yeah, personality is important. Like, you know, attractive people can be damn right freaking ugly. You know, like some women are just like their personalities are almost, and some guys too. Their personalities are just grotesque. Unfortunately, women tend to like guys with asshole personalities, you know, which is odd. Men do not like women with asshole personalities. So, Patty, okay, let's see. What else are we talking? Sense of humor, that's not really important to me. I mean, I like to laugh and have a good time, but it's got to be based on, you know, I don't want a woman coming up and telling me jokes. You hear the one about the rabbi and the priest that went into the bar? I don't care. I don't want to hear jokes from a woman. You know, that doesn't. But doing funny stuff, being able to laugh when crazy shit happens, you know, being able to laugh when, you know, when you drop a pot of pasta and just like everyone jumps like the floor's melting, you know, that's funny shit. You know, you gotta laugh. I mean, that's the type of humor I would want. You know, I want being able to enjoy, I wouldn't say enjoy humor, but just laugh and have fun and make fun of the dumb shit in life, you know? Not at each other. I don't play that game. I don't know why couples get down with like ragging on each other. I never understood that, and I'll never engage in it. Like teasing and making fun of each other, and you know, that's a no-go. But sense of humor, she doesn't have to be a freaking stand-up comedian, but you know, just be able to laugh at situations, ourselves, life, problems. Yeah, that comes in handy, but she doesn't have to be a comedian. Great food or great company. I'll take great company all day. Absolutely. I've had some fantastic meals with some less than desirable company, and I just wanted to get out of there, you know, just going through the motions at that point. So yeah, I would take great company and like not so great food any freaking day, as long as they're not paying like buffet prices for it. Reasonable age gap, 20 years, 20 to 30. I'll push the limit. I believe, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, if you think about it. All right, I'm going to get controversial for a second here. Men in their 40s should be marrying women in their 20s. All freaking day. It just makes sense. That's just me. That's the perfect age gap. Before she's in her prime and the male is in his prime. You know, well, primes can last, but I think an age gap is healthy, and that's why, you know, that's why it's like frowned upon, the age gap. Oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. Oh, she's just with him for his money. Good. Well, so what? You're not, you know? But yeah, an age gap is kind of healthy. There's no problem with that whatsoever. In the opposite direction, younger women, I mean, older women with younger guys, yeah, I mean, you know, that makes you women happy, whatever. I don't get why. I guess because you can mommy them or best them or whatever, but, you know, it's supposed to be about, you know, the boot knocking, but I don't know. I don't get that, and it's not sustainable, you know? I mean, eventually that's going to fall apart because, you know, either the dude's going to be tired of people mistaking his better half for his mother, or, you know, she's just going to be done with his immaturity, or he's just going to be like, that was fun, see ya, you know? It's not sustainable. However, you know, a man who's 20 years older than his woman, that's sustainable. You know, till the day you die, that'll make sense to me. A man needs time alone. Don't marry one of the boys. Absolutely, Joe. Thank you for that. 10 banana rounds. All right, what are we doing again? Reasonable age gap. That probably made some heads explode, but I think it's by design. I think that's how human beings were supposed to do it, you know, biologically and every other way. I mean, honestly, you're only as young as the woman you feel. Yeah, all right. Your girlfriend and you have a 13, higher or lower? Are you the older one, Gary, or is she the older one? Just curious, you don't have to tell me, but... And I'm not judging anyone. I'm just making broad swaths, and most of the time it's about me. Just going for the money isn't your style. You have to have gone for love. Yeah, I dig it. Alright. I want to keep checking out, Kelly Pickler. Kelly Pickler. Pickler? She might pickle you. No. Like automatically with the blonde activities, I'm probably just gonna be like, all right, Now, okay, she's another one I'd hire as my EA, except not with that dress on, you know? I mean, she's pretty, but she's not like, is that her too? Is that her too? What happened? See, that, okay. Holy shit, am I gonna go there? That's another reason why the age gap makes a whole lot of sense, especially as a man. I'm giving you the dirt now. Because men age slower than women do. You know what I'm saying? So if you're with a 20-year-old, 21-year-old, 22-year-old, whatever the case may be, you know, like, time is on your side as far as, because men are visual. I don't care how you want to twist it or bend it. Men are visual creatures. You want to be able to see, and you know, love does a whole number where you could just see through someone who's not taking care of themselves and still love it. There you go, Gary. Yes, perfect. See, Gary is a prime example of what I'm talking about. He's 40, she's 27. That's good right there. You know, she'll look good, you know, for a long time, well into the point where, you know, yeah, that's a good match right there. Abso-freaking-lutely. Well done, brother. What are we talking about? Wow, we're getting into all sorts of stuff. I don't care. Keep it coming. I have told you before about her, Victoria Justice. You put her at an 8, all right. But because I don't believe there's such thing, there's no such thing as a 10. A 10 is subjective. I don't think it's universal. I don't think anyone's there, you know, because you get out a magnifying glass, you're gonna find something, you know? I mean, nobody's perfect. So 10, let's cross that out. A 9? Ooh, that's tough, a 9. So an 8 would be, I think all 9s, all right, let me just put it this way. I think all 9s have been scoffed up. You know, they're like not out in the real world. They're in, you know, they're in some prince's mansion, they're married to this millionaire. I mean, they are kept. You know, if you have access to a woman who's a 9, that's a kept woman. You're not gonna run into a 9 at Walgreens, ever. So 8 is high. 8 is ridiculously high if you consider that 5 is average. You know, 5 being average, the bell curve. 5. So she's in, an 8 is, being that there's no such thing as a 10, 9s are impossibly off the market. An 8 is like way the F up there. So that's a compliment. Let's see. Phil says, you're 2 years older, so you married younger. Dave got 6 years on you. All right. Well done, well done. For $10,000, would I go on a date with a Karen? Yes. I would. Just to make her head explode. Like, I would be so... Yeah, if it was fronted in, if I got the money in advance and it did not matter whether she walked out or not, I'd take 10 I mean, I wouldn't boot knock for 10 grand, you know? 10 grand a minute with a Karen, but to go out on a date, sit here and have coffee and make her head explode with like various statements like this, all day. All right, what else are we talking about? I have a relative who's married to a 20-year age, got divorced and married a woman a few years younger. He told me the problem was much younger, lacked conversation due to experiences. I suppose. You know, I've heard that too, that, oh, well, what do I have in common with a 20-year-old? All right, so I wouldn't understand mumble rap, and I'd be like, stop listening to that frickin' hibbity-bibbity-bibbity-bop shit. Okay, But everything after that, I'd be seeking to give her experiences that we could talk about. And I think that might be the problem there. If you're not providing experiences, that's why you would want to be with a younger woman, is because you want to be the one to give her her life's experiences. You want to be the one to take her to that restaurant. You want to be the one to take her on that trip. You want to be the one who took her shopping at that store for the very first time and other very first things. So if you're not providing those experiences, you're just like kicking back. Yeah, I'm not going to understand you, but I'm going to seek to provide experiences that we have in common. Remember that time we took that cruise? Remember that time, and we're going to talk about life and the different, I'm going to create the experiential experience. If you just sit back on your ass and, so tell me about you and tell me about me and we can't relate. No, you gotta, if you're not doing shit together, yeah, you have nothing in common, but I don't necessarily want to hear a woman's experiences, then there was my ex-boyfriend in college. I'm just like, you know where the door is, right? I don't want to hear any shit like that. That's just me. Let's see. Here's that what's his face that pops up. Now he's upside down. Ryan Reynolds. You got a girl crush on Victoria Jackson. I'm gonna look her up again. Girl crushes are cool. You know what? I like the fact that you can admit that. Tap on the mic. What's her name? Victoria Justice. Yeah, she's a solid 8 all day. Yeah, I don't see the body yet, but yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a high compliment coming from me. But you gotta know my mathematical system there. Being that no such thing as a 10 and almost all 9s are off the market. 8 is the highest I can give. And there's no such thing as a 7. No, because if you ask everyone, if you ask me, hey, Bror Fredrik, how would you rate your looks? I'd be like, I'm a solid 7. Everyone's going to say 7. Anyone who's like, concerned about their looks is going to say a 7. Because it's not too high, but it's not definitely above average. I'm going to say 7. I'm going to say, honestly, I'm going to say like 50-50. What do you mean? 50 feet away doing 50 miles an hour, I'm pretty freaking hot. But other than that, whatever. Well, is she a 10? I don't know. But to me, there's no such thing. Is she perfect? All right, let's see. Is she perfect? All right, let's talk about that a little bit. Is she perfect? 10 being perfect. All right. She can get on the Thigh Master, so she's not a 10. Yeah, she could definitely get on the Thigh Master. In my opinion. She needs to hook up with, what's her name who just died? Suzanne Summers, and get on that Thigh Master, because she's got to be perfect, you got to have no body fat whatsoever. So she's got body fat. No ifs, ands, or buts. So she's not a 10 in my book. Let's see. I don't know if there's no guy who's a 10 either. Not without the help of steroids. That's why I'm going to take steroids when I turn 70, I'm going to be jabbing that stuff in me. People are going to be like, damn, bro, you're freaking hot. It's not just looks, but attitude that matters to me. Both matter, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If she's hot, but she's freaking incorrigible, take it a win for the weekend, and that's about it, But other than that, show Lord of the Rings, thank you for the 2 Bananaramas. Girls, gold rings, earrings, necklaces, a red flag. Depends. Alright, here's my rule for, want to know my rule for necklaces? Okay, here we go. If it's too high, that's a no-go, because that's a choker. If anyone's gonna put a choker on her, it's me. Too low, it's drawing attention to the, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying like there's a range from like here to here, then we're good. Other than that, no. Earrings I don't care about, as long as they're not like big freaking door knockers or anything. And rings, yeah, rings are okay. Ring through the nose, run. Run. Like the cow, what do they call that? A cow ring? Run. That's almost a sign of what's going on up here. But yeah. So you got that, right? You got the degrees of, oh, and pearl necklaces? No. No pearl necklaces. You're not wearing pearl necklaces outside. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys do. You women might not, but pearl necklaces, no. Choker pearl necklaces, down here pearl necklaces, even like over here, no. No, pearl necklaces, no. You don't wear those out. Fellas know what I'm talking about. Right? Right, fellas? Explain it to your woman. Because I'm not. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. What's too much of a gap? What are we talking about here? Yes, but when you're old, your stuff doesn't work either. Whose stuff don't work when do guys? I don't know. I know guys in their 80s who are just breaking women's backs. You know, I mean that's just a matter of it doesn't stop working. That's kind of a myth. A guy's ability to perform is directly affected to his health and whether he takes care of himself, you know, because it's aerobic. Let's face it, it's aerobic. So yeah, there's got to be, you know, you can't be like, you you can't be a couch potato and expect to, you know, make him scream and whatnot. Whether it's or not, that's a health issue. If you've taken care of your body your whole life, for the most part, you're gonna have no problems into your 90s. I mean, that's just a fact. It's a fact, you know? I mean, that doesn't go, it's not like, oh, you're done. But if that's what she wants from you to begin with, okay, if you had a car accident and now your junk don't work and you're 40 and she's 30 and she ditches you, I hope you have a prenup. Let her freaking go, you know? But I would stay with, in the opposite situation, I would stay with the person because I'm a man of honor. If a woman doesn't have the honor to stay with a man because his junk don't work, you know, then it's not a real woman in my opinion, number one. But if she did want to go, who cares, you know? Throw her back in the ocean. Drop her exactly off the place where you found her with the exact amount of shit that she had and be done with it, you know? But yeah, it doesn't stop. You know, it's a health related thing, you know? If you drink a lot, if you never worked out, if you have high blood pressure and all that type of stuff, yeah, you know, you might have problems like that, but for the most part, you don't have to have problems like that. No more than a woman does. A woman's body in the nether regions changes as she get older too. So a guy's like, hey, you know, things aren't as like like they used to be, I'm out. You know, I guess that could go both ways, and it happens to a woman a lot earlier, you know, like straight out of menopause, if you know what I'm saying. Would I date AOC? Yes. Okay, all right. Let's roll that back a little bit. I wouldn't date her. I mean, maybe I would. No, I don't think I would. I wouldn't date her. You know, she'd be another one. I mean, maybe more than a weekend at Encore. Maybe like a week or so until we just drove each other insane. you know, because I'd be coming at her from all different directions with all sorts of stuff that would make her head explode, you know? I mean, okay, let's check out AOC. I'm not even talking about looks. I just think it would be fun. AOC. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. All right, let's see. I mean, she's definitely leaning more towards my type than all the other ones, like from a physical perspective. All right. Here goes some AOC. I just think it would be a trip. I just think it would be an absolute trip. You know, I mean, I can't hate her right off the bat because I think she's more of a pawn than anything else. You know, I don't think she believes half the rhetoric that comes out of her mouth. You know, but she's getting rich off it. You know, but I'm trying to find other pictures. Let's see. I think Elon's gonna end up marrying her, I think. Yeah, that's definitely more my type, put it that way. Alright, let's keep it going. But it would be nuts politically. We would fight. Yeah, yeah. No, AOC would never turn me. So that would be the thing. I'd be trying to turn her. I'd be like, hey, let's stay at Trump International. I know people over there. She'd be like, no way. You know, and I'd be like, but, you know, you're going to be thanking me tomorrow, you know, also. And she'd be like, oh, come on. You know, like, it would just be a trip. It would be a trip. Because we're so, like, diametrically opposed. Productive enough to pay it back. Like, they're not going to they'll give you a liver transplant, you know, at 20, because they figure, okay, you know, eventually they'll pay it back through taxes, but they're not going to give you a liver transplant when you're 60, because, you know, your life has kind of run its course. That I don't believe in. Europe and Canada are starting to suggest offing yourself. That's an option. That's actually a healthcare option these days, to have the ability to just end yourself because you're too much of a burden on society. So the government's like, just get rid of yourself. I don't agree with that whatsoever, because if there's a cure versus that, you know, a person should be able to opt for it rather than take the easy way out. But our healthcare system here is a disaster. I mean, I haven't fixed my shoulder yet because it's going to cost me freaking 35 grand out of pocket. You know, and I got insurance. That's what I'm going to have to pay. You know, because they're like, hey, it works. You know, it's kind of nuts. It's a disaster. Teeth are a luxury. You know, I paid 22 grand to have my facial surgery and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 implants. You know, oh, that's a luxury. That's a complete luxury. Too bad. Yeah, it's just a disaster. It's really got to be corrected. It really does. Maria says she doesn't like Roseanne Barr anymore. Yeah, ever since she started getting all conservative, right? Alright, come on, more questions. We got at least a half an hour to go before my appointment to get measured for a suit. Maybe AOC will measure me for a suit. Bror, name 3 guys who are absolutely gorgeous and great looking to you. You see them and go, that's a great looking man. Right? You know, no teeth eat soup. You know, it's a cosmetic thing. Oh, really? I'm going to eat soup the rest of my life? Worked in healthcare IT. It is a, yeah, I know, brother. That's just a train wreck. Something's got to be done. 3 men who I think are gorgeous. I don't know. You know, I find probably not what women like. Like, I could say, yeah, it's a good looking dude, you know? I mean, pretty boys, I was pretty when I was younger, but, you know, Not in that way, but yeah, it was. But I like rugged, you know, I like rugged, like Sylvester Stallone, you know, I like rugged. I mean, even when he was younger, I like rugged. I don't think, like, you know, a guy's got to be pretty to be gorgeous. I don't know about gorgeous, but I like rugged looking dudes, you know? Like, you know, people look like they got punched in the face a bunch of times, you know, like ruggedly handsome. And then I could say, yeah, that dude's, you know, he's a good looking guy or whatever, but not like, ooh, he's so handsome. You know, whatever. I don't know. I have no problem saying, you know, this dude's a good looking dude or whatnot. I mean, I'm not like, you know, anal about that, but traditional handsome, whatever. I like some pro wrestlers, you know, like guys with like really strong masculine faces and whatnot. You know, I find that kind of handsome. Jason Statham or whatever, he's a good looking guy. Whatever. Her comedy is vulgar and she's prejudiced against who? Tell me. And I've never heard her say a prejudice thing. I listen to her. Yeah, see, that's because you're liberal and she's conservative, so you automatically have to dislike her. That's just the way. That's the law of the land now, right? If I'm conservative, I'm supposed to hate all liberals, and if you're a liberal, you're supposed to hate all conservatives. I think that's a law. Don't you get a ticket for not obeying that? But I'd still hang out with AOC and break her back over frickin' Trump International. So who cares? You know? Politics aside. Will the next president improve our health care? Never. Never. As long as the big pharma is in control of everything, nothing's ever going to change in this country. Do you believe that marriage is a must when in a solid relationship or not? Marrying my partner next Friday. Congratulations. And we've been together for 20 years. May I ask why you decided to do that? Like, make an honest woman out of her? I mean, you've been together 20 years. I mean, for a guy, okay, I get it. For a guy, because I've been married. For a guy, we don't need a piece of paper to be committed. We just don't. It's just like, yeah, whatever. Might as well be a receipt from the gas station. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm mad, like you see on TV, all the stupid shows you women swoon over. Oh my God, I'm getting married to the woman of my... Said no guy ever, you know? Guys aren't like, oh, I got a piece of paper now, yay. It is important to women to be married, to have that sense of belonging and the ability to take half your shit. So men have to find it important too, you know? But, I mean, unless you're in a common law state where you're gonna lose half your shit anyway, I mean, you're doing it for her. Okay, I'm gonna say that you're doing it for her, and that's a good thing, you know? A good thing that you decided to make her happy and give her what she wants and what she needs out of your relationship. Absolutely, I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna say just don't. But, yeah, okay, good on you. Good on you, but it's not really a guy thing. She is, so you're saying, Maria, that she's prejudiced against black people? Like, when did you see that? Put, like, not here, but show me any case where she ever was. She was speaking some crap with the yeah, I'm not saying I like her, don't get me wrong, but yeah, she's pretty wild. I mean, I didn't like her back in the day when she was doing I think she's just pandering. If I'm totally honest, the fact that she's pretending to be a conservative now, I think she's just, now there's people watching me. Who's that? Should we rate her? I think she's just pandering, being a conservative, because she also trashed the national anthem a number of years ago. And that pissed me the F off. You don't trash the national anthem. So yeah. Alright, let's see. Getting another commercial here. Let me get rid of this commercial. That was fun playing, like I said, I had to do that all friggin' day. Because rating celebrities isn't like I'm rating people on the street. Yeah, I know. I saw those people behind me. Once in a while, now I'm like looking and glancing here and there and everywhere once in a while. It's coming. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. When was I married? How long? That I might not get into. I mean, I'll tell you, I had one annulled, like, real fast when I was young. I think it was, like, within a matter of months. It has to be under, like, 12 months in New York, got that annulled. Because I was just like, what did it just do? Yeah, that didn't work out all that well. Yeah. I worked with Rose on last year of her show, and she kind of, like I'm saying, I think Roseanne, I'm not defending her, but I was just discussing in terms of someone else saying, you know, like, I just don't like the fact of automatically disliking someone over politics, which in the grand scheme of things is insignificant, unless they're immoral. You know, if you're like perpetrating immoral shit and it happens to be political, then yeah, we're not gonna bond. But I think she's legitimately pandering. She's finding more of a place, you know, rattling off conservative shit. I think that's why she doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because she has like very left-leaning things, and she's learning the right-leaning things, and sometimes, you know, she gets spaghetti head and it just doesn't come out the right way. Blah, blah, blah. She was hit by a car when she was 15, almost died. Dang, that's crazy. Would you rather spend a weekend with Hillary? Oh my God. Angry Sweet, would I rather spend a weekend with Hillary or M.O.? Wow. I'd be legitimately afraid of Hillary. I would. I think I would wake up dead, you know? I think, yeah, I'd be afraid of her. Now, I think with Michelle, because, you know, there's a rumor that she's a dude, so, you know, maybe we'd go like fishing and shit. You know, go do sporting clays and go fishing and bowling and hang out, and we could have her on the show and she could rate chicks with me too, because she's probably got opinions about those. Yeah, but I'd be afraid of the first one. I'd hang out with the other one because she'd probably be like, what up? And, you know, we'd like bro hug, and, you know, we'd like do some sports or something. I don't know. All right, Maggie Q. Maggie Q. I don't even have to look. No. Sometimes it doesn't get my voice right. Maggie Q. Alright. Yes. Maggie Q. Alright, what else got going on, Maggie? Let's check out some more Maggie Q. Hang on. Yeah, I do, yeah. That's alright, yeah. She's a solid 8 too. All friggin' day. She might even be bordering on a 9. Maggie Q. Alright, we have a winner. We have a winner for today's episode. Alright, let's get back to the questions. And she's been in such cool shows, but she was the start of the problem, the enigmatic problem that's taking place now, which is the concept that an 80-pound woman could take down like 10 Navy SEALs, you know, with like 4 moves, like 4 karate chops and a high kick. And she could take out like, you know, a whole squad of Navy SEAls. She started that, you know, because she was like one of the original, you know, badass women. So, yeah. You know, I don't agree with that because it's impossible. There's no way, I don't care. She could be trained in 9,000 different martial arts and whatever. She ain't taking down guys like she does in a show. It just doesn't happen in real life. Last man standing. Mo has Big Mike. What makes you think you're liberal? Everything you've ever said. That's kind of pretty obvious. You're definitely not conservative. There's a streamer girl in Vegas that mentions him all the time, Zac Efron. Yeah, I've heard that before. I don't know. I think that's, to me, when a chick has like guy crushes, that's a turnoff. That's just like, you know, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. I mean, just don't admit them to me. Because I would never do that. I mean, I'm in a position now, I can say whatever the hell I want. And even if I was with someone, I'd say whatever the hell I want. But, you know, I got a double standard. You know? I'm not taking you to a movie to see some hot guy, you know? And then banging you afterwards. This is not going to happen, you know? If I'm aware of it. If she's like, oh, let's go see the latest James Bond movie, and, you know, he's really handsome and this and that, and then we come home and she's just like, you know, on the bed waiting for me, I'd be like, I'd take a bucket of frickin' ice water, I'd throw it on her, and then I'd change the locks the next time she went out. That's just me. You do you. Would you go out with a living Betty White or yeah, Megan Fox is obnoxious AF. Betty White, she was fun. She's a little too vulgar, but she was fun. I mean, go out with? Yeah, I'd have to say Megan Fox. I would suffer her incorrigibility as long as I possibly could, and then, like, I'd be wanting to pull the trigger first on ditching her. You know, I wouldn't wait till she ditched me for being annoyed with my shit. I would have to pull the trigger first. But she'd be coming back for more, like, Bror Fredrik. Like, she'd show up at my door with her suitcases and whatnot, and I'd be sorry, Megan. You know, what is with this music? You know. But no, a Betty White, I mean, a young Betty White, or a young, like a real young Betty White, perhaps. A real young Lucille Ball, perhaps. But, yeah, personality, like, personality. No, I like, I'm more into personality traits and character traits than personality. I don't need someone to be the life of the party or super engaging and oh my God, she just lights up a room, and I mean, I'm just not that kind of guy, you know? It's just like I'm more interested in personality traits than having a quote-unquote personality. Does that make me like you any less? Of course not. See, like I said, I don't have a problem with that. I just don't like, you know, like going tit for tat with stuff. You tend to do that at times. You're just like, you know, like you try to correct me and then tell me that you're right and I'm wrong. I mean, that I'm not 100% down with. But I don't care whether you're conservative or not, or I don't care what anyone in the audience is. This is my show. I talk about whatever the hell I want. you know? Yeah, Maggie Q is not a country singer. That we haven't found a country singer that I'd be like, you know, go beyond a weekend with. That's weird. Salt Lake Snow Bunny. Bror Fredrik, when was the last time you approached a girl in public and she didn't give you the time of day and completely shut me down? Never. I am not gonna lie. You can call BS on me all you want. Hand to my heart, hand over my Thor's hammer, hand to God. I've never approached a woman in public. Ever. 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 Never. Never ever have I ever done that. Just walked up to a girl and been like, hey baby, you got a body like an amusement park and I'm looking to take all the rides. And just never. I've just never done it, so I've never been shot down for it. You know, I just don't approach women. I mean, I let them approach me, or I used to let them approach me, you know? Or you just have that chemistry where I'm sitting over here at the convention and you're sitting over there at the convention, and you know, it looks like negotiating $1 billion deal over here, yeah, and then once in a while you're like this and she's doing the same thing and you just know it. You just know it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all friggin' day. And then you're just like, it's already happening, you know what I'm saying? But I've never been like, can I buy you a drink? I've never bought a woman a drink in my life either that I wasn't already with. Never. I just don't like, hey, can I buy you a drink? I have no interest in doing that. Why would I, you know? If it takes alcohol to buy my way into talking with a woman, I'm just so disinterested in that. But that chemistry thing, I'm all down. The chemistry thing, yeah, I can get down with that. You know, that chemistry, you can feel across the room, you know, or you can feel, you know, you just know. And both of you know it's gonna happen. You just freaking know it. Like a poet. Yeah, I mean, those situations, yeah, absolutely. But just a randomly approaching someone, I mean, shot down? No, because that's not the way I move, you know? I don't like play games and, hey baby, this, that, and the other. I'm more like, I hang out in the bushes, you know, like, there's two kinds of lions, because I'm a Leo. The one that hangs out and runs all over the frickin' Saharan desert trying to catch the gazelle, and the gazelle's running and he's running, and then he gets tired and he waits for the next gazelle and he's running. And I don't play that game. I'm just like, either I hang out in the bushes like, or I'm just like, you know? And then it's like, you know, let her strike up conversation with me, you know? I mean, I wouldn't say low-hanging fruit because I have extraordinarily high standards, but yeah. Have I ever done online dating? No. I mean, like 30 years ago, I signed up for, I had not even an account, just as a guest. There was a website called Hot or Not, because I wanted chicks to rate me and whatnot. So I did two tactics. I rated every chick a 10, whether she was a 1 or a 10. I just gave them all 10s, you know, boost their ego, see if they do it in return. Then I gave them all 1s. Then I became a hater, you know? But I think I averaged out at like a 7 point whatever. But this is like 30 years ago. It's like a 7.8 or some shit. But no, I never did online dating because, I liked long walks on the beach. And, you know, like I say, I'm the male version of a frickin' diva. No, what am I gonna say? You better know what you're getting into. What do I say? You know, what do I say? How do I convince someone online? I can't even say. I can't even say it here. Never mind online. What am I gonna say? Be like, what am I gonna say? what I say, I'm not 6 feet, so I can't say, I'm 6 feet, make 6 figures, got a 6-pack. I can't say that because I'm not 6 feet. I'm like 2 inches shy. Bam. 1 3/4, if we're being exact. What am I gonna say? How are you gonna convince someone? I just never would. I just never would. That's just like that. Your fruit hangs lower the older you get. Get that kefir in you. Get them really swinging, like knocking down walls. You know what I'm saying? Get that kefir going. Speaking from experience in martial arts, women can have, it can be very effective against untrained men. I can speak from experience too. I used to train women. A woman cannot take a punch. That's the big difference. Even if she's got mad skills, she cannot punch as hard, and she cannot take a punch. Like, if a woman punches the average guy in the face, he can pretty much slough it off. She has to go for a pressure point, throat, eyeball, nads, but we all know that kicking a dude in the nads is not going to make him do anything except get pissed off for the most part. It's not like on TV, get kicked in the nads. That's all bullshit. I've been kicked in the nads, and I've thoroughly stomped the person who attempted that. It doesn't matter. And he'll boom, she'll hit him as hard as she can, and he'll feel it and everything. But if the same dude, with all his strength, punches a woman in the face, her face is gonna cave in, I mean, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts. And in a fight, I've been in hundreds of fights, literally hundreds. Someone's getting, you're not gonna get out of a fight without getting hit too. It's literally impossible. I've been in so many, and I mean, look real close. I've been punched tons of times, and come out victorious. Thank God I got a thick neck, so I've never really been knocked out. But a woman cannot take the same amount of punishment. One punch to a woman from a 12-year-old boy, she's done. Her cheekbones are caved in and everything else. So it doesn't really matter how much training she has. He'd have to be like a really, like if he had no hostile intent, maybe she could take him out. And there's always the anomaly, that's supposed to prove the exception that proves the rule. Oh, there's that one girl who beat up that guy who wanted to break in her house. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, but for the most part, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. Women should just go out and train the pew-pew activity and be done with it. Hey, Bror Fredrik, what if you're dating a UFC fighter? Nah, that's too much masculine energy. I don't want to demeasure with a chick that I'm with. That's not gonna happen. UFC, I mean, most of them are tiny girls anyway. I mean, they're freaking tiny. It doesn't matter what they look like on TV. There's very few, that are big. Like Holly Holmes is 110 pounds, 130 or whatever at best. And she's been on so many steroids, it's ridiculous. All you gotta do is look close and you'll see that. Yeah, a woman has to go for the vitals, something that'll debilitate a dude fast and run. There's just no such thing as gonna duke it. I mean, TV is, and all women say, but if a woman's trained and and all, it doesn't matter. Well, why even bother? I mean, women who think they can fight dudes, they're just kidding themselves. I did not see the debate last night. I'm gonna see if I can find that somewhere. Ronda Rousey. Okay, is every woman Ronda Rousey? And Ronda Rousey got her ass handed to her on several occasions. So Ronda Rousey is like, what? She was able to throw some arm bars on some very unqualified women. You know, I mean, like I said, everyone wants to point to these exceptions. I mean, she trained for 20 years, 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, and no one out there is. And no one out there is, you know? But they all like, but Ronda Rousey, she can kick some man's ass. But she's one in like a billion. You know? I mean, I probably wouldn't want to fight her either, because maybe there is a chance she'll get me in some stupid frickin' armbar, you know? But, well, why would I? But she is an anomaly. She's not something to say that, yes, women can fight men because of Ronda Rousey. She's a freak show. Not all women are going to take 20 years of their lives and 8 hours a day and eating right and training and getting punched in the face and taking steroids and again, that's a total exception to the rule. Ronda Rousey. And again, masculine women. What is the most money I've ever lost in one night? A couple grand. You know, nothing like, nothing ridiculous. You know, a few grand here and there. But yeah, nothing crazy. I'm looking for more messages. Looking for more questions. What do we got? We got a little time. No, we don't. We're just about done. Is there really a 5-point palm exploding heart technique? No and yes. There are some pressure points that, when struck, I'm not gonna tell you where they are. Will cause cardiac arrest. That is totally possible. Banging someone in the sternum as hard as you can interrupt the heartbeat enough to cause cardiac arrest. But the whole voodoo about it is BS. I'm at True Bar. Love your pics. Yeah, I heard Vivek. I don't know. I mean, I was starting to want to get down with kind of like I know, isn't it? I was starting to want to get down with Kennedy, what's his face? And I found out some crap, and he's been talking a lot of crap. He's been talking about reparations and more welfare and just, things that just, I mean, they sound good in the grand scheme of things, but I don't know. I think he's a distractor. I think that as a third party, he's going to make the election swing one way or the other. True Bar. If you had to win $100,000, you only had 50 grand and one night to do it, what gambling game would you play? I would play craps. I would probably bet big on hard ways for a while. Yeah, I would do craps. Blackjack is a little too much of a grind. You could have a really bad run on craps too. But craps would be most likely to pay you off, given a chance. I don't know. Bruce Lee showed you. Yeah, I want to. The Vivek guy, yeah. I mean, then you got what's his name down in Florida. I think he should just stay in Florida and run that place the way he's been running. I think he's doing a good job, but he's made some freaking gaffes on a more public stage. I mean, he's made some straight up freaking gaffes. Like that one time when he looked around, would you support 45 if he was to run? And he sat there and looked back and forth to see what everyone else was gonna say before he raised his hand too. And I was just like, you're a dick. you know, you're a dick. Just based on that. Like, he needed to know that he wasn't going to be alone. And Vivek was like, pick me, you know? Just that he needed that confidence, you know. He didn't want to be the first one. He didn't want to put himself out there. I was just like, no, you're done. Yeah, I saw that. That's what Bert, there's been a heavy police presence around the tunnels because they have been kicking the homeless people out. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd play hard ways. I'd play, I'd play the littles, the bigs, and the alls on the top. Like, that would be the only time. If I was looking to make money fast and I had $50K to start with, otherwise I'd be very conservative, but I'd go for the prop bets. Yeah, I mean, I think he's got a chance. You know, I don't think the world is ready for 45 again. But, you know, would you rather pay $7 for a gallon of gas or, you know, let's do a mean tweet? I mean, talk about Roseanne Barr. I mean, he used to rag on her on the regular, you know? Yeah, if a woman was fast and trained, she could take out a man. Yeah, exactly. But who carries the sword? You got it, Rick. Exactly. That's why I say, you know, I think all women should go out and get a license to carry and be done with it. What are we talking about? What are we playing craps? I'll play craps with you. Yeah, the prop, like, I don't do it like, you know, if I go to a table with like, you know, $25 table with like, you know, $1,000 or $500, I'm not betting prop bets. You know, I want to build a bankroll up, you know, before I do that. I'm going to be betting my 6s and 8s, you know, maybe across the inside for 2 units. I'll regress down. It hits, I regress a unit. Hits, I regress a unit. You know, I'm putting all that money back in the rail, and then I'll play a little bit and whatnot. I always bet on myself real good because, you know, who doesn't? But yeah, if it was just like I want to make a quick hit, yeah, I'm gonna do some prop betting for sure. Wow. All right, that music is getting nuts. Yeah, 130 across, exactly. Oh, Fontaine Bleu. They're saying that they're gonna have the lowest limits in Las Vegas. They're talking about doing like $5 and $10 tables because they say they want to be the table game capital of Las Vegas. So they're going to do $5, $10, and $15. They'll do $25 on weekends and at nights and shit. But they want to. I mean, it just makes sense from a business perspective because so many people are tired of, like, you go to the Wynn on a Friday night, not even in the high limit room, on the actual floor, they have $500 tables. It's like, what? Are you serious? On the floor at 6-5 odds? You know, people are getting tired of that shit. I mean, the average game, you know, you're lucky to find $25 anymore. So if they started doing $10 games up at Fontaine Bleu when they open, they're going to do extraordinarily well. They'll bring a whole crowd up there. Of course, that'll change, but the Wynn changed their parking strategy. Locals used to get 4 hours, now they're only getting 3. I mean, everyone's turning into... Didn't I say... I mean, no one gave me credit for saying that the Wynn was going to go to parking. You know, I called that. I saw that thing like a million miles away. I need some sugar. Yeah, $10 crabs like back in the day would be awesome. I've not been to a habanero festival. I don't really like hot stuff. If that's what a habanero, I don't like hot. I mean, I do. Like, I like Cholula. I like I like heat. Heat is good, along, like, combined with flavor. Heat and flavor combined, yeah, I'm down. I'll eat it all day long. But hot, I got nothing to prove. I mean, some people like it. It just does nothing for me. If something's too hot, no, like, that's just not my thing. Heat is not my thing. All right, what kind of questions we got? We got one last question coming up. All right, I think we're good. Cigars, absolutely. All right, people, that was fun. I only have one coffee, but I'm a little bit amped up regardless. I'm gonna drink this milk. Hang on. There's something so comforting about boiled milk. Oh! I'm debating whether to take you outside now. No, I'm not gonna. I'll save that for Saturday night. Because I gotta go get measured for a suit. I'm running 10 minutes late, and I gotta go see a man about a horse. Alright, people, I hope you had fun, because I had fun, and if you want to play that game again, rate the celebrity, and that I kind of dug. Don't be shy to do that again. Because I tossed in a bunch of commentary with it too. So yeah. So tomorrow, Macanudo sounds good. It was fun, wasn't it? Thanks to you guys. I don't mind being put on the spot. Tomorrow, I am going to do something that we haven't done in a long time, something a little special. We'll have a bunch of fun, but I'm not going to announce it until I'm 100% sure I'm going to do it. That's why I moved the AMA to today, and it's normally Friday. Today is Thursday. So, yeah, hopefully it comes into fruition. I am like 90% sure it will. But the only way you're going to find out is if you like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button for some comment for Joe. Thank you for everyone who super chatted. And don't forget, click on all them links down there, do all this stuff, because my channel is brought to you by you. It honestly is, because, YT and me, like I say, I get in the doghouse way too often than you people know. So, yeah, it's proudly sponsored by my benefactors, you guys out in the audience. I do appreciate that, because I love doing this. And I'm going to go get measured for a suit. Maybe I'll take some pictures. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, and be careful if you park your car over Vitara. You might end up with a 3-inch freaking spike in it. And on that note, click all the freaking buttons down there so you find out what's going on tomorrow, because trust me, if we do it, it's going to be a blast. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.